Okay guys, so I'm back again, and even though it is late again and my brain is pushing down on my eyelids while imploring me to hit the hay, I'm here again with another commentary for you guys. Today I'd like to talk about a few widely discussed topics, and the topic for today is, does having an ego make you a bad competitive player? The key point I noticed in terms of ego during my time in competitive Halo is that the further up the ladder you went, the bigger the ego of the players were. This can be perceived as a positive thing or even a negative thing, or both. In my opinion, having an ego is a good thing, and I'll explain why in the next few minutes or so. What I have noticed is that there are two types of Halo players. There's Type 1 and obviously Type 2. Type 1 are those Halo players who do believe from the beginning, from the very bottom, that they are better than everyone. They have this sort of inherent confidence engraved within them that everybody else is inferior and they can beat everybody else. And the Type 2 Halo player is one that completely is like a polar opposite almost. Type 2 Halo players are the ones that completely lack confidence, but when that player beats a group of people or an individual in a game, their ego or slash confidence is boosted. And what happens is, when they come back and they cross paths with the same player again, the way they treat them or the way they speak to them is different. So it is important that we boost people's confidence. One of the largest obstacles that prevents people from entering esports is the lack of self-esteem and the lack of confidence. During my time in Halo, whenever good players would obliterate so-called bad kids, the bad kids would lose confidence and self-esteem. And sometimes the bad kids would admire the so-called gods and learn from them. Self-esteem and confidence all depends on the player. We cannot allow loss to hurt us or break our spirit. As cheesy as it sounds, it is true. Losing a game does not define you as being a garbage player. It does not mean you are crap, in layman's terms. You win some and you lose some, right? Some players even believe that losing a game is considered so-called quote-unquote professional embarrassment, if you could put it like that, because they have such a reputation for being a good team or individual player that losing would hurt their status. And this is true, but just because you lost after a winning streak, it does not mean that you were bad from the beginning. Back to topic anyway. The way I view it is like this. There is a fine line between confidence and having a big ego. The more people you beat, the bigger your ego becomes. And this is a good thing. I would like us to blur the boundaries between ego and confidence. I can't remember the advert name, but there was an advert at the time. To rack my brains, I think it would be the Armed Forces advert for the UK, but it went something like, if you can fix a bike, then you can fix a car. If you can fix a car, then you can fix a plane, and so on. If you can even hold the controller and aim at the opponent, you can beat them. Everybody starts somewhere. So, in the end, if you think about it, we are all Type 2 Halo players. The more we win, the more our confidence slash ego in terms of gaming will increases. So in terms of gaming, don't assume your sudden newfound ego is a bad thing. It's a sign of self-assurance and self-confidence. And that's a good sign, guys. Not a bad thing. So, guys, that pretty much wraps up my commentary for today. So I leave you with the gameplay for you to enjoy, however long is left. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. And just leave your whatever you have to say. Just leave it below the video, and I'll happily read over your comments. Thank you.
Blue team halfway to victory. Power player. Red team nearing victory. Double kill. Big game hunter. Triple kill. Overkill. Extermination. Double kill. 5 minutes remaining. Big game hunter.